Okay, so we're going to do the new daf. Today's daf is Chav Zayin Amud Aleph. We're starting from the Mishnah in Chavav Amud Beis. יש לך את זה אילן? Chavav Amud Bet. Yeah. In the Mishnah, in the bottom. Beis. You have it, Rabbi Yosef? Okay. Mishnah. Ail, a ram. Okay. This is for the Korban Tzibur. Well, we're going to be talking about it. So it's going to, up until now, we explained the raffles. Now we're going to explain the Korbanot. Okay. Ail karev be'echad asar. With the ail, they bring it with 11 kohanim. 11 kohanim for this ail. Right? Abasar b'chamisha. 5 people bring the meat, the basar. הקרביים והסולת והיין בשניים שניים, right? They bring with 2 and 2, so that's another 4. פער קרב so that's where we have all the 11, right? Wait, how do we have 11? 2 for each one. So with the other, it's 6 more, right? For the קרביים 2, the solet 2, and the yain 2. So you have 6 plus 5 equals 11. Okay, par, the bull, kerev be-24, 24 kohanim for this. Okay, arosh ve'aregel, right, they bring the rosh ve'aregel, arosh be'echad, the rosh, the head itself, one person brings it, one kohen, ve'aregel ve'shnayim, the regel is 2, ha'oketz ve'aregel, this is the tail and the leg, that's so they bring that. Oketz b'shnayim. The tail is with 2. V'regel b'shnayim. That's another 2. So, okay.
Wait, 2 people for a tail, huh? You figure it's a tail.
And they bring 2 people for it.
Right. It's interesting. Yeah.
I don't think it's that heavy. I don't know why they. That's the cloth they have. Yeah. Okay. והרגל בשניים, the leg with 2, right? החזה והגרה, right? Then they bring the חזה והגרה, how would it be? החזה באחד, והגרה בשלושה, the gra is the neck, the whole neck and the pipes and the pule. Okay, החזה באחד, והגרה בשלושה, the gra is another 3. שתי ידיים, the 2 front legs, בשניים, 1 each. בשתי דפנות, בשניים, the 2 flanks, right? The sides of the animal. That's another 2. הקרביים והסולת והיין, שלושה. So the innards, the solet and the yain, they bring it 3 for each one. Okay. במה דברים אומרים? What is all of this referring to? בקורבנות ציבור. This when you bring קורבן ציבור, this is the ceremony, this is how they would do it. אבל בקורבן יחיד, אם רצה להקריב, מקריב, meaning the Kohen, the Kohen can do it himself. He can do it the whole thing by himself. Okay? יחיד את הכל ובלא פיס. He can do it all together and without any raffle at all, the Kohen. Right? הפשיטן וניתוחן של אלו ואלו שווים. The Mishnah is saying that the skinning and the cutting, right, they used to separate the butchering, basically, of the whole animal and putting it separate, they're shavim. The Gemara is going to explain what that means. Tana, we learned, of shitan v'nituchan, shavin bezar, meaning they both azar can do this part of the korban, part of the ceremony for the korban. אמר חזקיה, מניין להפשט וניתוח ששווה בזר. From where do we know that a zar, meaning a non-Kohen, whenever you say zar, it means a non-Kohen. Where do we know that a non-Kohen could do this specific ma'aseh? They could skin the animal and cut it up. ונתפיס שנאמר, as we said in the pasuk, ונתנו בני אהרון הכהן אש על המזבח. We see a state pasuk that the Kohanim, right, they brought the fire to the mizbeach. The Gemara is going to learn from here. Nitinat esh by kiuna. Havshad v'nituach lo by kiuna. You learn from here a diuk, right? That the only thing that where you need a kohen for is the putting on the fire, turning on the fire. but the skinning and the butchering, that does not need kuna. So that's where Chizkiah understands it. The Gemara says, "Hai mi bai legufei." She said, "Shkoyach." This pasuk is not coming to teach you a miut. Not coming to teach you, oh yeah, we need kuna for this, but we don't need kuna for anything else. No, it's just coming to teach you that you need a kohen to do the fire, right? It's not coming to teach you a miut. There's no miut here. We're not coming to try to be mima'et that only the fire you need a kohen, but the shatav and nitoch you don't need a kohen. Just coming to teach you that you need a kohen for the fire. That's it. Amarav Shmimi Varashi. So where do we learn it from? Achkechita le'abaye. We found Abaye. They have a misaber le'lebrei. He was explaining to his son from the pasuk. In Vayikra it says over there v'shachat. So he learns from the word v'shachat, shchita bezar kshira. We learn from there that shchita with the zar, it's kosher, right? V'chi mayin bat. Okay, shkoch. But how are you learning it from that pasuk? Just from the word b'shachat. Bichlal sheneemar. Why? Because it says in the pasuk, v'ata uvincha where is it? Sorry, it's the next pasuk, right? v'ata uvanecha itcha tishmeru et konatechem lechol davar mizbech ulemabet parochet v'avadetem uvoda matana et konatechem v'azar hekrev yumat. Okay. So I guess from the pasuk Ata uvencha itecha tishmeru et konatechem, this is shomei ani she'afilu shechita. We hear from that pasuk that maybe even the shechita needs to be done with a kohen. So the Gemara says no. Talmud lomar v'shachat. What's the word shachat? Shachat, right? It's referring to a singular person. Right? Who can this be referring to? The one who's bringing the korban. He himself could do to take out, to skin and to do the butchering. Right? Shachat et habakar lifnei Hashem. Right? V'ikrivu bnei Aaron hakohanim et adam. So what do we see from here? Mikabala vehelach mitzvat keuna. From the taking the blood, vehelach, and that's the mitzvah of the keuna. So anything before, anybody else can do, right? Even a zar. So a zar could do the shchita, and a zar could also do the skinning, right? Okay.
Since it doesn't say b'nei Aaron hakohanim.
What?
Since it doesn't say b'nei Aaron hakohanim.
Right. It says just the shachat. Who's the shachat?
But only hakrava it says b'nei Aaron hakohanim. So we're saying that just by hakrava ve'elach.
That's where you need
b'nei Aaron
keuna.
hakohanim, right?
But anything the steps before you don't need.
Right, then you don't need.
And what are the steps before the shchita and the nitoch? The whole.
So just shchita, no? Just...
No, even the shchita. We said the shchita and the nitoch. The nitoch, it's also part of the.
Nitoch is afterwards, way afterwards. Nitoch.
What?
Nitoch is what? It's cutting the inside. You're cutting up the animal. That's after shchita. So
Right.
Right. How do we know nituach? Isn't that what we were asking before? The
What?
nituach hefshit v'nituach. How do we know hefshit v'nituach? Wasn't that
Right.
the
They learned
original?
it out from the pasuk. Okay, so I guess the nituach was also beforehand.
Okay. Hefshit is skinning. Nituach is cutting. First they skin.
No, the butchering it, but
Yeah.
then the rest on. That's
But
what the
we said
kohanim
from
do.
Kabbalah. What did we say? From Kabbalah ve'ela. From Kabbalat Hadam.
Right. Kabbalat
So
Adam.
shchita.
The
and then
Kabbalat
there's
Adam. There's a
Hadam.
Kabbalat Adam.
So from there.
Then you do the butchering.
Yeah. So Kabbalat Hadam.
Right, and then you do the butchering after.
So how can it be in the south?
Right, it's a good question.
But isn't that the whole question? Is hefshet v'nituach? How do we know
Yeah.
hefshet v'nituach for kuhuna? That it has to be b'kuhuna. Hefshet v'nituach. We said lo b'ayah. We said no, it doesn't need kuhuna. Then we say, oh, how do you know that?
Rashi explains, if you look at Rashi, Talmud Lomar v'shachat v'kriva kohanim,
Yeah.
he says, "U'medechtiv kohen bekabbalah ve'beshchita." Right? Lo ktiv אם נכתב כל מילה בשחיטה, לא כתיב, right, it's not written, בכלל, שוחט הבעלים קאי. It's going on the בעלים. שמח ידו ושחט, לימד על השחיטה שקשרה בזר. עד כאן לשנו. ומינה, משנה מינה, I guess he learned from there, הווה מסבר אביי לברי הדחזקיה, הכי. He's learning, so I guess it's a part of the whole din. I guess after they do the skinning, maybe that's a part of the shchita.
You know what? It could be
That's
later.
a part of the shchita, probably.
Maybe it's going to be later on. Maybe it's going to get to Heshet Tuach. That's the whole.
No, I know, but I guess it's part of the shchita itself.
So
So I
what
guess
is, what's
the skinning and also the cutting
Oh,
up.
it can't be. How can it? No? It's two separate things. It's way afterwards.
That's what I'm understanding, because this is how Abaya is explaining to his son what Chizkiah meant to say. Chizkiah was talking about shchita and the avshata. I mean the nituach and the avshata, right? So I guess that's how we learn it. Okay. V'samach yado v'shachat. V'samach yado v'shachat. So that's we're saying. Who is this referring to? To the Baalim. Limed al shchita shekshera bezar. That the shchita is kosher with a zar. Michdi. Let's see. We said mikabala vehelach mitzvat kiuna, right? We wanted to say that we learned from Abai mitzvah vehelach, right? Is bekiuna. So v'natnu bnei Aaron lamali. Why do we need the next pasuk which says v'pshit et haolah v'nitach ota nitecha v'natenu bnei Aaron hakohen esh al hamizbeach v'alchu etzim al ha'esh. You see, so mamash in this pasuk also, you see from here that it's talking about a zar, because after we talk about the avshata and the nituach, then we say v'natenu bnei Aaron hakohen esh al hamizbeach v'alchu etzim al ha'esh. So that's after that. Lemehutei. So what's the whole point? What's the whole point of that pasuk? Lemehutei hevshet v'nituach. It's coming to be mema'et the avshata, skinning and doing the nituach and cutting up and butchering the animal to pieces. So that's the raya the Gemara wants to say. The Gemara says, okay, shkoyach v'akti yitzrich. You still need that pasuk for itself. Why? Sal kedai tachamina kivan delav avoda deme'ag v'kapara yi lo tibai kiuna. Maybe we're going to say that this is it's not avoda, that it's going to be ma'akev and then you're going to be chayav in a kapara. Lo tibai kiuna. Maybe we don't need to have kiuna, right? Kamash malan debai kiuna. Kamash malan is that we do need a kiuna, right? This is legabe the right, because Rashi explains the lo ma'akva kapara. What does it mean? The en kapara ela badam, right? Well, there's only kapara by the blood, the kabbalah of the blood. So maybe for this we don't need. There's no kapara, meaning for for the fire. Ela me'acha. So then we can learn it out from the diuk v'netanu bnei Aaron, right? Et ha'esh, right? We don't need that pasuk. You need it for itself. That you do need a kiuna there. So ela me'acha. So where are we going to learn the mi'ut of v'efshet v'nituach, the efshet and nituach, the skinning and the butchering? Where are we going to learn that from? Ela me'acha. From this pasuk, v'alchu bnei Aaron hakohanim et הנתחים את הראש ואת הפר ואת הפדר מירתים. Right? מקבלה והילך מצוות כהונה. Right? We wanted to say, we're learning out from this pasuk, והלכו בני אהרון, הכהנים את הנתחים, את הראש ואת הפדר, right? So we want to try to say, what was the diuk that we're trying to say? מקבלה והילך מצוות כהונה. Right? From the קבלת אדם. And forward, that's when you have the mitzvah to have a kohen, right? V'alchu lamali. What's v'alchu? Who's l'alchu? It's referring to the kohenim, right? Leme'utei hefshet v'nituach. It's coming to be mema'et the avshata, the skinning and the butchering. Why? V'alchu. What does it mean v'alchu? They set it up. They set it up when? After it's already butchered, skinned. That's when they set it up. Right, because what's the avshata? The avshata is the skinning, and the butchering. They also, as we explained, they put the pieces in a specific way how they're going to go ahead and give it over on the korban. So ve'alchu is referring to after. After they did Hefshet and then Nituach, so that's how we can learn the mi'ut for this. That a zar, even a zar could do this part. Ve'ema lemi'ute sidur shnei gezer eitzim. Okay, shkorach. Maybe we could say that this is coming to be mema'et the shnei gezer eitzim. You need to do, right? The Gemara says, no, mistabra dipcha de kavatai mema'et. It's more mistaber. This is how I explained it. It's more mistaber to say that hefshet v'nituach, right, makes more sense to say because that was from the mizbech, not like the shnei gezerei etzim. That was not a part of the mizbech itself, right? So you want to say that v'alchu is referring to things that are related to the mizbech. So if we're saying that it's things that are related to the mizbech, right? V'alchu, because they're coming to organize on top of the mizbech, right? So mashma, it's also coming to be mema'et. It's coming to exclude something that's referring to the mizbech, and lav dafka by the shnei gezerei etzim, because the shnei gezerei etzim is not part for the mizbech. Okay, so that's how the Gemara shuts it down. The Gemara says no, aderabba, sidur de kavatei mema'et. No, opposite. Forget it. It's better to, it's for sure more, it's referring to something of arrangement, right? The word ve'alchu, they're coming to arrange something, right? So it's better to come and explain that it's talking about arranging the shnei gezerei etzim as well, right? So the Gemara says no, lo sar ketaydach. Why? Damar mar. We said in, where is this? In Psachim, Chagiga, Eruvin. והקריב הכהן את הכל. את הכל, מזבח זו, hold on 1 second. Okay, where's the pasuk? והקריב הכהן את הכל, והקטיר המזבחה עולה, הוא ישרך ניחוח להשם. Right? Because it's missing the word here, והקטיר. It's just a part of the pasuk. So what is that referring to? That pasuk. Zu holachat tevarim lakevesh. Right? We said this pasuk is referring to bringing the evarim, all of the pieces of the animal, to the kevesh. Holachat tevarim lakevesh hu debai kiuna. We see that bringing the evarim to the kevesh, that's where you need the kiuna. Olachat etzim lo by kiuna. Olachat etzim, bringing the etzim, you don't need to have kiuna for this. So there's no way that it's coming to talk about the shnei gezerei etzim like we tried to say, right? Ha sidur shnei gezerei etzim lo by kiuna. So the word ve'alchu lamali, what is that coming to be ma'et? Lemeute hefshet v'nituach. Okay, sorry. Yeah, lemeute hefshet v'nituach. So that's the raya that the Gemara wants to bring for the hefshet and the nituach. That you don't need to have a kohen, rather you could do it with a zah. Okay, the Gemara wanted to say, as we just explained, the shnei gezerei etzim, we see that it doesn't work because we just made a diyu from the other pasuk that only the bringing the evarim to the kevesh, that's where you need to have a kohen. But for the shnei gezerei etzim, you don't need to have a kohen. So mashma, the word ve'alchu, right? Ve'alchu, they arranged. What is that coming to be mema'ed? It's coming to be, meaning whenever we're doing this miyut, it's coming to teach you something else that's now written within here that you don't need to have kiuna, which is the hefshet and the nituach. Good? Okay, let's do chazar. Okay.